Anyway, I got this session up here because it was such a fun session to do, and we had a meeting today. So I'm like, we're gonna go through this session. We're gonna look at it. We're gonna listen to it, and just fuck with it a bit so people can see what went into this record, and maybe you might even get to hear the whole song all the way through before it's actually released. And it's a great song, so you should click on the pre-save link, which will eventually be in the description of any of these videos that get posted. So let's have a listen to this song, and then I'm going to interrogate him very, very shortly. Let's go.
Yeah, no, but it's one of the hardest things, you're kind of frowned upon. You have these expectations to live by, and we don't like it. It's like, yeah, I know, I'm like this. Yeah, cool. You don't like that? Too bad. This is me.
Cool.
What a ride.
How fucking exciting. That's exciting, guys. Alright, so, inspiration behind this song, what was it?
Inspiration behind this.
Where did it start? What was the first thing you wrote?
I think well, the reason why it's called Cheap was because of like just an emotional state where I felt like a lot of the stuff that I was making was cheap.
Cool.
So I just ended up trying to make just really, I guess, flexing the creative muscles and just making something that tells a story but also using as many of the techniques that I've learned in the past years that I've been making music. So yeah, but also like mm, flexing in a way, like flexing the creative muscles, but also the main priority was still trying to make a cohesive story just by an instrumental. There was a time where just I didn't know where this was going. It was just an instrumental. I was gonna put a vocal on it, or whatever. But then I ended up putting that um, real world conversation recording last minute just to kind of get everything, um, set that right tone that I guess I was thinking this entire time. So.
Yeah, nice. So, that was a spoken word thing you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
at
yeah.
the start. Who recorded that?
That was me. That was one of our DNMs.
DNMs?
Yeah.
But it's one of the hardest things, you're kind of frowned upon. You have these expectations to live by, and
That's not you speaking.
No.
No.
Yeah.
but it's one of the hardest things, you're kind of
Cool. So, favorite part of the whole song?
Oh. I mean like just in purpose of like live performance and like general just the entire song in general. I think I would say like the unexpected drop with the 808s back in the second bit.
The drop B.
Yeah.
This one here.
Yep.
Let's unmute that.
Yeah.
That is sick. What's the highlight of that? Is it that way it drops in at the time, or?
Like you kind of go from like this the first drop was kind of like future bassy, this regular future bassy ish drop with
Yeah.
a bit of little things in there, and then it goes into triplets, which completely changes the mood, and then goes to like a friggin' trap 808 thing.
Nice.
So it really is stages of a story of kind of rise and fall, and then it goes back into the similar but different chorus actually. So none of the drops are actually never repeated. They're all different.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a different layer or something with the
yeah.
synth.
Yeah, like the top synth is not playing the same thing in the two main drops.
Yeah.
So just stuff like that I really like.
My favorite section of the drop in the 808 section is where I flex now.
Yeah, that was fun.
Where we cut up the choir and panned it and
Yeah.
went crazy. So there's this original. We've got this sample here. And then it just ends there. You don't hear it again. And we decide to cut it up. If I play that with the drums, you'll get an idea of what we're vibing here. There isn't so much movement in the triple pluck because there's so much sustain lingering on. So I wanted to like fucking make it cut into the ears of the listener really hard. So I added this gated, distorted version of it in parallel. So it's just really rough gating and distortion, and this is it. This is the parallel just by itself. And it just makes those stabs of the triplets cut through. And so you can do it in your productions.
I really love that, how it just cuts through. I think I really wanted to highlight the triplets in this part, because it's really driving that bit of the verse and that build there. And yeah, I think that full-on gated distortion just really did the trick.
So to do that, simple. Gate. So that gate just completely just takes the top off. Then I filtered it because I only wanted the upper mids because that's where I could actually get it out in the mix. So I took everything under 848 hertz out and everything above 4 kilohertz out, so we just have this filtered sound. And with that filtered sound, then we add in my favorite friend, the Decapitator. Then you pair that all up with the original. And you get this lovely texture through the build-up. That just like cuts in so wonderfully. So this gets released soon. Somebody presses play. When are they gonna just, what's the wow moment for a listener?
The wow moment.
Like, I know your favorite part was the 808.
Yeah.
That's yours, but somebody listening to this hasn't gonna have heard the rest of the track. They press play. When is that first time that they're just gonna go, what the fuck's going on?
I mean, like, the first thing I would say would be the 808 bit, but like...
That's like so late on, there's so much
yeah,
before
yeah,
it.
but like, even like, right after... This entire thing, I just wanted to be kind of like expected, but also unexpected, like a little surprise.
Yeah.
But not to the point where you're kind of like, this is not what I was expecting, what the heck is this?
Yeah.
And like, they get turned off by it. It's... I think even when the first drop hits, that's how you know, like, it's gonna be a story, not just your typical EDM dance track. Is, I guess, was what I'm trying to aim, I guess, with the Horizon thing as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Fuck me, I'm just going through some settings here, and I just realised how much low mids I added to the clap. Where are we? 15 decibels to the clap in the low mids. What was going on there? How was that clap sounding before it came in?
Oh, let's listen to it.
Find out. Ah, that goes to say, to producers, stop filtering out the low end out of your claps and snares. You want it to be beefy, you want it to have an impact and fucking hit people in the chest and really pop out on beats 2 and 4. Needs to have low end, otherwise your mixing engineers end up doing this. Well, I can't even, it's like so huge the boost you can't even see it. Plus 15 decibels, which is just ludicrous. That was at 159 hertz. That is huge. That is huge. I didn't even compress that at all. It's just that huge boost and a little duck an octave above it. Well, cool. Cool. What else is going on? We do some... The snare roll was good fun. What effects did we put on this? Did I put any effects? I only did effects on the channels. That's how lazy I was mixing this, man. I was just like, fuck it. Let's put effects on the channels.
It did a great job doing it.
Wow, there's really not... Oh, I got the vintage verb on the strings, which is cool. What's going on there? Let's have a listen. Where are your strings?
Would be in the second verse.
Yeah. That's a lush reverb. That's modified. I modified that preset though. So I'd taken the Ariana Grande Into You preset I made for your strings. Should probably resave that as a new one.
Oh.
We'll call this
Cheap
strings preset. I thought that's a good name for it. If you want to download that preset, let me know. We'll send you the link. Cheap Arzen preset. That's a sick as reverb. We'll just go back here. The trick to that reverb though is there's like a lot of pre-delay, 70 milliseconds of pre-delay, and that means that the initial sort of note still gets through before the reverb starts to kick in. There's a bit of it just lingers, the note lingers after, like it takes a little bit longer for it to kick in. What else I do? Not a lot of bass in there. That's a nice. Oh, you know what we forgot about?
What are we?
Piano intro, bro.
Ooh. No, we distorted it.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Big Crusher after? Or
Yeah. So similar to the triplet, parallel, filtered the piano, distorted it. But what happened was after it distorted, the top end felt a bit weird. So I wanted it to be a bit warmer. So I used it